Our next guest is a strong leader in our club. She is the past president and the driving force behind Bridge of Hope, the project that helped many Ukrainian families who started a new life in Canada. Welcome.
Bridge of Hope started about 3 years ago after we adopted our two children, Anya and Artem, from Ukraine. We adopted them in October of 2021. And then months later, the war in Ukraine broke out. Our Rotary Club and many people from the neighboring community as well were coming to me saying, how can we help? So my sister was flying in from Seattle to meet our children for the first time. She gets off the plane and she's so excited to meet the kids, but she says, it's so great to see you guys, but you got to meet Jane. And I'm like, who's Jane? And that's when it all started. So she introduced me to Jane. We stayed in touch. Once she got into her apartment, she contacted me and said, okay, I could use some help now with furniture. And so I said, okay, what do you need? And she said, a table and a bed. And they're like, you need more than a bed and a table. We went and started reaching out to the community to try and collect donations. We did it very organically, even with just posters up in the community, some Facebook posts, etc. And the donations were pouring in. We helped Jane, but the furniture kept coming in. And that's when I reached out to Jane and said, okay, Jane, can you connect us with some families that you might have met? Because I've got more furniture to give away. And then it happened the other way. So now I'm getting flooded with people who need furniture and I don't have enough to support everybody. So that's really where the furniture drives began. 2.5 years later, we've supported through the furniture drives 402 families.
Wow.
So it was pretty incredible with volunteers. I've estimated to be over 7,000 of volunteer hours with 20 to 30 volunteers showing up every 2 weeks.
How Winnipeg-Charleswood Rotary Club get involved into used furniture business?
I guess I'm guilty of that. I knew that as Rotarians we're incredibly resourceful and that we would figure out a way to make that work. And the community itself was just very generous. So they made it easy.
Do you have good memories from the past events?
It wasn't just about the furniture and meeting that need, but it was really about the people we were helping, and they were so appreciative of the help. The first initial furniture drives, I was crying every furniture drive. It was very emotional to see, one, how people were living here in our city when, we're going home to the comforts of our home. We have a TV, we have games for the kids to play, we have everything that we need. Many people not wanting to take furniture or dishes. Like we would have a set of four dishes, like 4 plates, 4 cups, 4 soup bowls, like a normal set. And they would be like, oh, I just need 2 plates, there's only 2 of us. It's like, no, take the whole set. And what they didn't know was that we had tons of donations coming in. We needed them to take it so that we could make space in the store to put the stuff out. So they wanted to leave enough for other families that were in need. And it's just the people of Ukraine are just so special in that way.
What is the future of the Bridge of Hope?
Furniture drives came to a natural close. There was less families coming on, and the families that we were getting on our waiting list. But now with the leftover money we have, we're going to do an adult bursary program where adults wanting to go back to school can then apply for a grant with us to either learn a new trade or get the certification they might need for a trade that they were already doing back in Ukraine. So
what have you learned from helping to newcomers?
So much. But I think it's just seeing firsthand the resiliency of people